Hi friends, after over a year and a half, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a really long time since I made my last and first video, but I just had so much going on, 2020, the year of the pandemic. I was still finishing school, I had a lot going on in my personal life. I just really put it off, so I'm so sorry. But I'm back. The other night I was actually having a really hard time sleeping, so I stumbled across my YouTube video and I was reading everyone's comments, and it was just so heartfelt. Everyone that could actually relate to me and who could use that as motivation. So I just wanted to come on here and give you guys an update on where I've been with my nursing journey and school and everything like that. So I actually did apply for nursing school. That was the beginning of this year, 2021. I think it was February. I applied for 2 different programs. One was an associate's program and one was for my BSN. The one that I really had my heart on was the BSN program, and it was kind of like a concurrent program, so it worked with the associate's program. So when I got my results, I was actually on vacation. I was in Puerto Rico with my friend and we were out on a night out. It wasn't too late, but I remember getting the one to the program that I really wanted, and I did not get accepted. My heart was so broken. I remember I was with friends and I was in the car and we were just getting off at a bar, and I texted my friend, my best friend, and I was like, oh, I didn't get in the program. We walked into the bar and then I needed to go to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom and I cried for like 2 seconds, and then I came out and I was like, it's okay, like everything happens for a reason, you're okay. That was for the BSN program. For the associate's program, I didn't know yet whether or not I had got accepted or not. I just really wanted to enjoy the rest of my vacation. I was in Puerto Rico and I just tried to not dwell on it. Me and my best friend were actually having the best time in Puerto Rico. So she's actually a doctor, and she was like, oh my gosh, like I want to move here. She loves it so much. It was actually my second time there and it was her third, and she just loves it. And she's like, I want to move here, like would you move with me? And I was like, oh my god, yes, like let's do it, blah blah blah. And she was like, you can look for a nursing school here, like let's make it happen. And I was like, yes, like in the heat of the moment. So I remember specifically one day she was getting ready, and we're still in Puerto Rico. She was getting ready in the restroom and I was on the bed and I was like, what if we do move here? So then I started looking up schools, but instead of researching nursing programs, I was looking up medical schools in Puerto Rico. And that's something that I always found myself doing ever since I was a little girl. I was always just wanting to go to medical school. I remember just looking it up and catching myself again looking up medical schools and thinking like, hey, if this is what you've always wanted, like why are you trying to go for nursing? So it was just kind of like a dilemma that I had going on in my mind. So then on the plane ride home, I kept thinking about how I kept looking up the medical schools, and I kept thinking about it. And I felt, I don't know why I felt like discouraged to tell anyone that I wanted to go to medical school. I think it's such a big goal to have, just like nursing school is such a big goal. And it took me a lot to like tell myself I'm going to do nursing school. I feel like I felt the same way to tell myself I want to go to medical school. So I was on the plane ride home and I kind of felt like, I don't know why, a little embarrassed to tell my best friend like what I was thinking. But I'm like, she's my best friend, like she's gonna give me the best advice that she can, like she loves me. So I was like, hey, like, so I kind of like, I've been thinking, and like I've always wanted to go to medical school, like what do you think about that? And she was like, if you really like your heart desires it, then do it. She's like, but if you just want to do it for the status or for the money, she's like, I would suggest just going to nursing school and becoming an NP. But she's like, it's the same thing except medical school, like there's a lot more years, you have to do your residency, your fellowship, all of that. And I was like, I really feel it in my heart, like. And she was like, I remember when I met you, you were 18 and you always talked about wanting to go to medical school, so if that's what you want, do that. I came back home and I told my whole family, I was like, I'm not gonna do nursing school anymore. Like I changed my mind. I told my parents I want to go to medical school, and they were all for it. Of course, they were encouraging. They were like, yes, if that's really what you want, we support you 100%. My dad was like, are you sure this is what you want to do? And I was like, yes, I'm sure. And he was like, okay, there's no going back. And I'm like, okay, there's no going back. So then the next day I get an email, and it's from the associate's program, and I got accepted into nursing school through the associate's program, and I was so conflicted. I was like, how am I gonna switch what I've been working 2 years to get into this program, and I'm in, like, how am I gonna switch that to go to medical school? And I remember I was on my way to the gym, and I called my dad, and I told him, hey, I got accepted into the associate's program, and he was like, oh, congratulations, but you had already said that you're gonna go to medical school, right? Like, that's what you want to do. And I was like, yeah, but I don't know. Like, he was like, well, look, I'll support you anyway, but you said this is what you really wanted to do. So I was like, okay, like, I have a really, really big decision to make. When I got my nursing acceptance letter, it said I had 24 hours to respond to them and let them know whether I would accept or deny. So I had like a really, really, really big decision to make, and I remember I was so stressed. I was on my way to the gym. I left the gym early. I went to go talk to my best friend. I called the nursing advisors and I let them know, like, hey, like, I really wanted to get into this other program, and you know, I got into the associates, and they were like, honestly, the associates, after you do like 2 semesters, you could bridge into the concurrent program, so you'll still end up with your bachelor's. And they were like, I think it's a really good opportunity for you, like, but it's up to you what you want to do. I emailed a few of my professors that I was really close to. In my first video, I don't know if you guys watched it or remember, I said it's really important to, you know, just build a really good relationship with your professors, and that's what I did. So luckily I was able to reach out to some of them and have like a meeting through Zoom with them and kind of like talk about my decision and let them know that I got accepted into nursing school and what my options were, and also that I was thinking about doing medical school. I also reached out to one of my old managers from a clinic because I worked as a medical assistant, and I also contacted the university in my city that has the medical school. So I talked to the pre-med advisors. So in order for you to get into medical school, you need a bachelor's. It could be a bachelor's in anything. Literally, you could do public health, nursing, politics, I don't even know if politics is a thing, but you could have a bachelor's in anything to apply to medical school. But then you have other required classes that you need in order to apply. So you need your bachelor's and then the classes, which are like anatomy, physiology 1, 2, organic chemistry, a bunch of different classes. So they were like, you know, you could get, a lot of people were telling me you could get into medical school with getting your BSN because it's a bachelor's. So when I ended up talking to the pre-health advisors at the university, they were like, if you really want to do medical school, we do not recommend going to nursing school, only because it's a difficult bachelor's program that there's no way that you'll be able to do those classes and also fulfill the pre-med courses. They were able to look at my transcripts because I sent them over with everything, and they were basically like, you know, everything looks perfect. You've done really, really good. You're at the perfect place to transition to pre-med if that's what you really want to do. Based off of the classes that you've taken, you could either do public health or psychology and then also start doing the pre-med courses. And this was literally all in one day. Like, from the day that I got the acceptance letter, I reached out to all these people. I was able to get in contact with the university, the pre-med advisors. So I decided to decline the nursing acceptance. That was honestly one of the biggest and most difficult decisions that I've ever made. But like I said in my video, like, you should always stay true to yourself. You could literally do anything that you want as long as you set your mind to it, you work hard. And I feel like at the end of the day, you'll always end up back to doing what you wanted to do originally. If that's what your heart is really set on, then that's something that you should do regardless of what other people think, regardless of how hard you think it's going to be, regardless of self-doubt. So now I'm currently in the process of doing my pre-med courses. I just applied to the university. I did some extra classes over at the community college that I was able to do there. I reached my limit. They were like, hey, like, I actually talked to an advisor a few weeks ago at the community college, and he was like, in order to get your bachelor's, like, you've done all the classes that you can do here. Congratulations, you can move on to the university. I actually applied maybe like 3 days ago. I filled out my financial aid and all of that. So that's what I'm currently working on right now. I will definitely make another video about my application and go more in depth with that and show like what I did for anyone that's like trying to do nursing school. Again, I feel like everything is all about your heart and what you really want to do, and there's so many people out there that really want to be nurses and will be amazing nurses, and I don't think medical school is any better than nursing school. I just think it's all what's in your heart. But yeah, that's my update of where life has gone with me in terms of school. I declined my nursing acceptance. I am currently doing my bachelor's and working on some pre-med classes, and I'm excited to see where life takes me. Definitely do want to come on here and do more videos for you guys. Honestly, I was really touched by the people that commented and followed me. I didn't really think I would get any real interaction. I'm the first in my family to even graduate high school, and ever since I was a little girl, I just remember going on field trips to the universities and being like, I want to come here, I want to come here, and it's just something that my heart desires. So I want to continue making more videos of my journey at the university, my journey with pre-med, help anyone that has any questions with their nursing, and I actually just moved in with my boyfriend, so maybe do some videos with him and just about my life. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what kind of videos you guys want to watch. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and honestly, just really thank you everyone who took the time to comment. You guys literally like encouraged me to make this video and to give you guys an update of where I've been and how things are going. So thank you so much.